Alright, so in this video we're going to be doing a little bit of an early analysis of the new Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet video games that were announced during this past Sunday's Pokemon Presents. Now, as you can see here on this website here, we've got the trailer here at the very top, roughly a 3-minute trailer. Now, I'm not going to play it though because of possible copyright reasons, but I will say this though: when I first saw the trailer, I was just mind blown. I mean, the police officer, in the first, or detective or whatever it was, the first minute and a half or whatever, with the flashlight looking for something. So that made me and a lot of the other Pokemon fans think that it was going to be the long rumored sequel for Detective Pikachu 2 that they first announced a few years ago, right? And just to clarify, I'm referring to the video game sequel for Detective Pikachu 2, not the movie, because there was supposed to be a movie sequel for Detective Pikachu 2, but the movie version of the sequel was canceled. The game sequel, though, for Detective Pikachu, that's still supposed to come. At least I'm assuming. At least I think it's still supposed to come. But, they also showed some other stuff, in that Pokemon Presents that didn't really particularly interest me. For example, some updates for Pokemon Unite, as well as an update to Pokemon Go to include, Alola forms. To include the Alola Pokemon, excuse me. Yeah, that part I didn't really care for since I'm not a Pokemon Go player. They did, however, announce a couple of other small things that did interest me. For example, the content update for Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is really good, by the way. And, what else? Oh, yes, the update for Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl for the Shaman event. So I thought that was pretty cool. But this trailer for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, that was the big one right there. So let's take a look at the description that we have on the website. The Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet video games, the newest chapters in the Pokemon series, are coming to Nintendo Switch later this year. With these new titles, the Pokemon series takes a new evolutionary step, allowing you to explore freely in a richly expressed open world. So, yeah. So this makes the first time ever that a mainline series game that we have an open world Pokemon game. And because when Sword and Shield were first announced around this time 3 years ago, when they showed the first little screenshots or whatever, everyone automatically assumed, oh, it's open world. We're finally getting a more Pokemon game. That turned out not to be the case back then, but we're finally getting one now. So I guess following in the footsteps of Pokemon Legends Arceus, which is an open world game, I think. So as you can see here, we've got some Swablu just chilling on the line here. Then we got Stonejourner. And then, of course, we got Pikachu battling a Larvitar. And, okay, I'm going to assume that the Pikachu here is one that's, in this picture, is owned by the player character here. And then the Larvitar that we see is likely just a wild Larvitar. Yeah, it definitely looks like it's a wild Larvitar because there's no other trainer behind it. Anyways, the next part of the description here. Various towns blend seamlessly into the wilderness with no borders. You'll be able to see the Pokemon of this region in the skies, in the seas, in the forts, and the streets all over. You'll experience the true joy of the Pokemon series, battling against wild Pokemon in order to catch them. Now, in an open world game that players of any age can enjoy. Now, one key thing here is that they say players of any age can enjoy. And enjoy. So basically, if you're not really Pokemon, want to get into that, well, then this would be a good place to start. Now, of course, as you Although I, of course, am a big Pokemon fan. I've Let's played a few Pokemon games here on my channel before. I'm definitely going to be Let's Playing this one when it comes out. Because this looks like it's definitely going to be a lot of fun. But there are a couple of things that we have to keep in mind from this. One is that not all of the Pokemon that are going to be available in this game. They started that whole trend with Sword and Shield, and it's going to be like that for all mainline games going forward. So yeah, don't expect all the Pokemon to be available in a single game here. That's never going to happen again. Yeah, that's never going to happen again. Mainly because as of right now, we have around 900 or so Pokemon in existence. But of course, the starter Pokemon that were revealed, and I'll get to the starter Pokemon in a moment here. The starter Pokemon that were revealed, when you include them and their evolutionary lines, that adds at least 9 new Pokemon to the count so far. As for the other new Pokemon that are going to be in this game, well, obviously we don't know what the new Pokemon are yet, aside from the starters, of course. We also don't know the name of the region for this game, but based on what I saw in the trailer, and specifically this picture over here where the Swablu are, it's going to be based off of Spain, from what I can gather. Alright, so now we come to the section here that says, Meet the first partner Pokemon. The 3 Pokemon from which you'll be able to choose your first partner are Sprigatito, Huecoco, and Quaxley. How will you meet these 3? What sorts of Pokemon are they? Well, let's find out. Alright, so here's our grass starter, Sprigatito. And out of these 3 starters, this one definitely looks like it's the cutest of the bunch. It's got the nice little enigmatic smile about it. Definitely looks like it's happy. Alright, well, I've already got nicknames planned out for all 3 of these, depending on which one I pick, and I'll get to those in a moment. But first, we're going to go over them. So yeah, but Sprigatito's the grass type. It's described here as the capricious, I think that's how you pronounce it, the capricious, attention-seeking grass cat Pokemon. Then we got the water starter here over on the other end. It's categorized as the duckling Pokemon, and it's described here as the earnest and tidy duckling Pokemon. And now, when I first saw this one in the trailer, I immediately thought, oh, they look like Donald Duck. But another thing I was thinking with this one is that it looks more or less like a bit of a reskin for Ducklet from Gen 5. And Ducklet was a pretty cute Pokemon. I love that one. But, yeah. And, so Quaxley definitely looks pretty cool. But what I think is the coolest of this batch of starters is the fire one right here in the middle. Huecoco, categorized as the fire crop Pokemon. And of course, below its ability here, it says the laid-back fire crop Pokemon that does things at its own pace. So, basically just chilling, doing whatever it wants, when it wants to do, I guess, if I'm understanding that correctly. And I don't know, and I'll gotta be honest, I legitimately do not know which of these 3 starters I actually want to pick. But I do have nicknames for all 3 of these, depending which one I pick. The cat one here, Sprigatito, I'm considering the name Normal for it. You know, like the cat from the old Garfield and Friends cartoon. That was a great show. Then, of course, for Quaxley, if I end up picking Quaxley and it ends up being male, then I'm going to name it Donald. But if it's female, it's going to be Daisy. So, yeah, a bit of a Disney vibe there. It's a shame, though, that the way they have these set up, you can only get one of each starter throughout the whole game. One of a particular starter, or for the whole game. Like basically, once you pick your starter, that's it. You can't get any more unless you trade, which is unfortunate because if I could, I would probably get a whole team of Quaxley here and name it after pretty much after Donald's entire family. So essentially, Donald, Daisy, Scrooge, Huey, Dewey, and Louie. That'd be pretty nice. And then, of course, for the fire one, name I have planned for that one already. I'm probably gonna regret this, but I'm probably gonna name it Barney if I go with that route. Don't ask about that. Just don't ask. All right, now down here we have the main characters. As one of the main characters, you'll set off on your adventure. Your outfit will vary depending on whether you play Pokemon Scarlet or Pokemon Violet. Who knows what kind of story awaits you? And that's actually something else we don't know yet, is we don't know what the story of this game is supposed to look like. But one thing we do see here is that the outfits are actually going to vary depending on which version you play. So for Pokemon Scarlet players here, we've got a blue hat here. I guess it looks like a white T-shirt here with orange ties and pants, and then we've got white socks with an orange stripe and black shoes there. But for Violet, we've got a different color T-shirt, purple ties and shorts, black socks with the yellow striping on the top there, and I'm not sure what color those shoes are. I think they're either brown or they might be orange. I can't really tell. But, yeah. So we don't know what the story of the game is yet. Like, we don't really know much of anything else at this point. But, here's what I'm pretty sure is going to be in. So, how the EXP share works in Pokemon games these days, and this is how it actually works. It's X and Y, which came out in 2013. Like, okay, first off, how it used to work, well, at least in Gen 1, basically it acted as XP All, where basically, like, the main Pokemon used in battle would get a lot of the experience, while the other ones would get, like, a small sliver of it. Now, from Gen 2 to 5, how it worked was that you could only put the EXP share in one other Pokemon, and that Pokemon plus one you battled with, I think, would get an equal amount of experience, right? But then they changed it in Gen 6, where the main Pokemon you use for a battle gets the full experience, while the others get about half. That's the way it's worked since X and Y. And actually, even in X and Y, and I believe also during in Sun and Moon, as well as its upgraded versions, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, they actually made that optional, where you can either play with the modern EXP share or the classic way. But however, from Let's Go onward, though, it's a permanent thing that you can't turn off, and it's likely going to be the case in this game as well. That's pretty much a given, because that's how it works with Pokemon games nowadays. But, yeah, these, I think, are going to be terrific games, and I cannot wait to do Let's Play when it comes out. Now, and that's the last thing I'm going to go over here. Like, right at the very end, they gave a release window of late 2022. Like, very vague, I know, but if release patterns of previous games are an indicator, I would say probably going back to at least Gen 6 with X and Y. If we go back that far, then based off of that, I would think that these games are likely going to be coming out around in the middle of November. I mean, I could be wrong. I mean, they could very well, end up dropping them like in October, like what they did with X and Y. I do believe. I'm actually gonna check that real quick. Alright, let's see. Pokemon X and Y. Okay, yeah, X and Y, those came out around the middle of October in their release year, which was 2013. But, 13. So, yeah, sometimes there are some exceptions. But, Legends and, of course, Legends Arceus came out last month. Now, my thinking with both Legends Arceus and Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl in terms of their releases, my thinking is that Brilliant Diamond Shiny Pearl probably was supposed to be a holiday 2020 release, and then Legends Arceus was supposed to be a holiday release last year, but of course because of the development delays that happened due to you know what, like obviously that threw everything off. So we ended up getting the Diamond and Pearl remix as the holiday game for late 2021, and then Legends Arceus last month to start off or not last month. I guess technically it would still be a month ago, yeah. At this point, I think to kick off 2022. So now that those are out of the way, I think with the release of Scarlet and Violet near the end of this year, I think that'll definitely put things back on track as far as release schedules go. So, yeah. Now, and that's pretty much all we know about this game so far, but I'm pretty sure we'll find out more, like, in the coming months. I'm just like as the months go by here, we'll gradually start learning more and more information about this game. And another thing also I noticed in the trailer was that there was one scene I saw that had, like, daylight, like a bright blue sky for daytime, and then another scene that showed nighttime. So day and night cycles are going to be in this game, just like in Legends Arceus, more likely. So yeah, so that's it. As mentioned, Pokemon Scarlet and Pokemon Violet come out in the second half of 2022, most likely November if recent release patterns are any indication. And like I said, I definitely look forward to sharing content from that game with you guys here on this channel. So that's it, and we will see you next time.